waiting for snow. Kids and grown-ups alike. I don't wanna be riding my bike this time tomorrow. The weatherman says it's a go, but look in the sky, I don't know. Santa, can you please make it snow tomorrow? 'Cause for Christmas Day, everything should be white, all glistening and brightly aglow. For Christmas Day, Santa, won't you make it so I can make angels in the snow? Conditions are perfectly cold, so come on already. Truth be told, is it really too much to be asking for? Now look at the sky and give me just one reason why, Santa, you can make it snow tomorrow. 'Cause for Christmas Day, everything should be white, all glistening and brightly aglow. For Christmas Day, Santa, won't you make it so I can make angels in the snow? Cause for Christmas Day, everything should be white, all glistening and brightly aglow. For Christmas Day, Santa, won't you make it so I can make angels in the snow? I can make angels in the snow. I can make angels in the snow.
Hello, everybody. Here we are. Welcome back to Sunday Sofatime, the last Sunday Sofatime and the last Sunday Sofatime live of 2020. And on this week's edition of Sunday Sofatime Live, we are going to take a look back at all the videos of 2020 posted here to the very unofficial travel guides on YouTube. And I am going, well, we're not going to take a look back at all of them because it's more than 100, but I have picked out the 5 most popular YouTube videos and the least popular video that I created here this year on the very unofficial travel guides. Despite the circumstances, despite everything that was going on, I still managed to upload an average of 2 videos a week, and I had a great time doing it and a great time interacting with all of you through these videos, bringing you entertainment, bringing you a little bit of education and things like that. And I'm looking forward to sitting down today with all of you that are here already to go through this all and chat about it. And as we're waiting for people to show up here, let me just tell you a few things in advance. First of all, I hope that I get through this whole thing without any technical snafus. I'd like to think that every time I do this, I get a little bit better, but last time I seem to have gotten a little bit worse, but hopefully this time it will be okay. like I said, we're going to be looking at 6 different videos today, and I've gotten put together like a little montage of them that we're going to be watching as we go along. And another thing I wanted to mention is that, wait, there were 2 things I wanted to mention. Oh, first of all, I promised you all last week that I would show you a picture of my tree. So those of you who have been here for a while might have seen it already because I think I accidentally put it up there. But look, this is our little Christmas tree. As promised, there it is. This is a tree that I actually bought about, wait, look better if I put it on this side. Guess it doesn't matter, does it? Anybody seasick yet? This is a tree that I bought probably about 18 years ago. And it's been with me through 3 different moves or 2 different moves. And this year, instead of putting ornaments on it, we decided to just put the Christmas cards that we got, kind of stick them in there as like nice little, I don't know. I always really love getting Christmas cards from my family and friends who do it. I'm amazed at their motivation to do this every year. And we sort of put those on there as just sort of like a makeshift decoration for our Christmas tree. And those 2 stockings you see back there for Morgan and Marcus, my my other mother, I don't like to call her my stepmom because stepmom always, I don't know, for some reason has a negative connotation, but Linda made those for us. She makes amazing quilts and other craft projects with her hands. I'm in marvel at what she gets done. Anyways, those are from her. So I wanted to show you that like I promised last week. And here's another thing. You all know, I know, well, a lot of you know because you send them to me every time we do this, which I'm always grateful for. There are these things called super chats. So if you look in the comments, you will see sort of at the bottom, you have the option to send a super chat, which is like sending a little tip or, you know, like a little gratuity for whatever. And usually, of course, all the money that goes into that little pot, just like all the money I make from YouTube, I use to keep doing what it is I'm doing, to pay for the expenses of the travels, to pay for, you know, all the things that cost for, you know, to run a YouTube channel like I do. However, today I wanted to do a little something different, and it's a little something personal, but I just thought I would mention it. So it's a double-parted thing. So this is our cat, Chili. I think a lot of you have probably seen Chili before because if you follow me on Facebook and especially on Instagram, she's popped up there a while. Oh, is she just not the sweetest little thing? Oh, she's so cute, and we love her so much. She is our, you know, like our little fur daughter, our little fur baby. And I know that a lot of you out there also are fur mommies and daddies. And listen, a couple days ago, our cute little Chili, while we were playing, she broke her tooth off. So let's see, can I go over here so you can see me a little bit? There. So we were playing and Chili broke her tooth off, one of her canines. And of course, we immediately took her to the vet because she was bleeding a little bit out of her mouth. And that day at the vet, it was the last day before like everything closed for the holidays. It was the 23rd, I think, actually. So here I am sitting in the vet's office with poor little Chili in her carrier and then like 5 howling dogs. Yeah, it was not a fun experience. And because we were like a walk-in, we didn't have an appointment. We were there for over 2 hours until the vet could see her. And the vet said, hold on, I'm going to take her down. I'll put her back up in a second. So the vet said that he looked in her mouth and said, okay, well, there's a couple of things wrong. First of all, I can see that, you know, there's a big chunk of that tooth broken off, and I know because I have the chunk of tooth. Should I put it under her pillow and let the tooth fairy come? Tangent. And he said that now, so basically what's left is just an exposed nerve on a stump of a tooth. And I looked at it and yeah, it looks really not nice. And apparently she's already missing some of her other teeth. And I've also noticed over, I don't know, like the past half a year or something, as I've been spending more time with her, that she's kind of really getting some stinky breath. And yeah, so the doctor or the vet confirmed my suspicion that, yeah, there's just some dental issues happening in our poor Chili's mouth. And now she's got a broken tooth and an exposed nerve. So she's going to have to go in for a little bit of oral surgery to remove that tooth and to clean up some other sort of problems in there. And of course, that's going to be a little expensive. We don't have pet insurance, so it's going to be some expenses coming up. So this is what I wanted to say. All of the super chats that get sent to me during this video are going to be for Chili's surgery. Okay, so if you want to do, just a little help out, this is like a little fundraiser for our cute little fur baby. All the super chats in this video are going to be going to her medical expenses, I guess you could say. And another thing, just to make it a little bit more appealing, I have a glass of champagne here. We got a bottle of champagne. Somebody sent it to us. So anytime I get a super chat, I'll take a drink of champagne. And I basically have an empty stomach because it is now 6 o'clock in the evening and I had like a brunch at around 11:15 today. So it's really gonna wham me. I'll start now. And as soon as I'm done here, by the way, we're eating dinner. Oh, and it begins. Thank you, Andreas. Oh, wait. And let's do the... Thank you very much, Andreas. The first little donation for Chili's dental problems. Thank you very much. All right. So enough about all that. Thank you for being patient if you're watching this right now or if you're watching this in the future as we got to that. Like I said, the main subject of this video, and one thing that I'm really looking forward to just sitting down here and discussing with you, and this is probably going to end up being another hour, so I hope you're ready for it, is just to go and look at the different videos that were like really successful on the very unofficial travel guides this year that got a lot of attention. And then the video that I have to tell you, I was really surprised was the video that got the least attention because it's about something that I thought is very popular and very interesting at the moment. But hold on a second. We've got another super chat for Chili from Ian. Thank you so much. Get better soon, Chili. And a big one from Oriana Fisher for your sweet fur baby. Thank you all so much. I'll just show another little picture of her again here. There she is. She's so cute. And do you all think when I'm there at the vet, do you think that I should also ask him to take care of that extra paw she's got growing out of the side of her face? I don't think there should be a paw there, should there? Something's not right about that. I don't know what's wrong with her, but anyways. Oh my goodness. All right. So we've got some more. If this continues like this, we're never going to get to the real part of the video. I'm happy about this. So Susan Cavalieri writes, pair character flying in the air with a red cape and a smile on his face. I don't understand what that is, but thank you very much. Raj Matifa, get well soon, Chili. Thank you all so much. Oh, you guys, this is great. Thank you. And I promised I would, so... Ooh. It's very bubbly. All right, let's move on to the video. And for anybody who participates in the Super Chat fundraiser for Chili, in the meantime, I will get back to you in the break of the video. So, as I said, I went through and I looked at the most popular videos on my channel this year. And we're going to go through the top 5, starting with the fifth most popular. So here we go. Can y'all hear it okay? They say it's like you pay a one-time fee and then you can order as much as you want
from the menu, and like the individual items don't cost more. But on Disney, it's just like, it doesn't cost anything more. So I gave the guy who, was it a guy? Yeah, I gave the guy who brought it to the room a little additional tip of $2. All right, the next thing that I want to talk about is something that was quite expensive. And before I get to that, let me just remind you that none of the things that I've listed here, none of these things at all actually, have been something that we needed to spend money on. All of these things are optional. There's only one thing that is like automatically added to your bill, and I'll get to that in the end. But all of these things are things that if you're trying to plan a cruise, an upcoming cruise on Disney, and you're trying to think about the budget, if you're fine with not having any of these things, then you will have spent zero money on the cruise so far. Know what I mean? And I want to continue with the next thing, which was something that ended up being very expensive. But before I do that, I'm gonna put a little commercial break right here.
So we're back here in real time. This is Morgan now. How many of you watched that video when it first came out? Because I was surprised that, let me tell you something. When I upload a video nowadays, usually within the first week, about 1,000 people watch it, no matter what it's about. And I usually know right away if it's going to be a video that's going to get more attention or not, because within the first week, it's very evident if it's like gaining momentum or not. And so how many, I think that was like close to 30,000 views, which is of course amazing. So from the like the 1,000 to 2,000 of you out there who come back every week, there were so many people on top of it. So obviously something about the YouTube algorithm was really interesting about that, and that is the video that was the 5th most popular. And so thank you for all the people who, while we were watching that clip, sent in the super chat for Chili's medical funds. And I got another one here from Perry. Thank you so much. As I promised, I'll take a sip. I better start taking small sips so I don't run out. Another one here from Juliet. Where's the air horn? I love that. Thank you. For all of you who are just showing up, we're going through my 5 most popular and my 1 least popular video from all the videos I uploaded in 2020, and we are doing a fundraiser for Chili, my cat's medical bills, because she's going to have oral surgery because we were playing a couple days ago and she broke her tooth. All right, let's see here what some people are saying. Tom Green says, we watched it, but I'm not surprised it was popular because it involved 1, Disney, and 2, cruising. Well, keep that in mind as we go along through this list of videos, Tom, because you might be surprised at what was the least popular video this year. Vaughn Bradley says the salad looked amazing. Yeah, that was a pretty good salad. That was the salad that I had for room service. And, oh, sorry. Okay, I'll put in this one where it's spelled a little bit better. As I was saying in the video, and if you go back and watch the video, if you're watching this in the future, not at the live chat, I'm going to put links to all these videos below, but it's going to take me probably a couple hours after this gets then uploaded and rendered again to get to the links. So they will be coming soon. A link to all the videos that I talk about in this video will be in the description below. And what I was saying in the video was, yeah, that we ordered room service and we went to a couple other things, and the subject of that video was about how much money I spent on my Disney cruise. But I know as a fact from some of you, especially Heather, who I'm so happy comes here every week. Where are you, Heather? Here's from Heather, who also has a YouTube channel. Heather takes her family on Disney cruises, and her, you should get your own t-shirt made, Heather, that just says, if it costs more, the answer is no. So I know from Heather's experiences that it's totally, you pay for the cruise up front, and then you don't have to spend money on the cruise if you don't drink alcohol and if you don't go to any specialty restaurants, then it's totally possible. However, Disney cruises, just off the rack, are going to cost you more than just about any other major popular cruise line. Queetbeat says, I love Disney and cruising, but I don't have much interest to sail Disney. Well, Queetbeat, go back and watch the videos and see if maybe it would be something for you. Of course, at the moment, nobody's sailing Disney. Not to get, to sink back down into that hole. But yeah, maybe it will be something for you. It was our first and only Disney cruise that we did back in January, as this was all starting to unfold, the 2020, you know what I'm talking about. So I would definitely cruise with Disney again if I got a really good deal. But for full price, I would much rather do 2 cruises on any other cruise line, basically. All right, so let's move on to the 4th most popular video on the Very Unofficial Travel Guides this year, and that is... Sorry about the technical snafu there. We're back on track here. Bars, restaurants, buffet, it's all open. Of course, the tables are much further apart. They are being very strict about washing your hands and sanitizing them when you come into the restaurants. The crew members are all wearing masks, all keeping social distancing as well as they can. And in the buffet, you get like a buddy from the crew and they go down the line with you and serve the food onto your plate. At some stations, they're just standing behind whatever it is, but at certain stations, they'll go down the line with you. So you walk into the buffet and you don't touch anything until you sit down at the table to eat your food. And the silverware is packed in plastic bags, so it's sterilized and packed in plastic bags, and you get one of those when you arrive in the buffet. You open it up at the table as well. I've said this in the other videos as well that you guys will be seeing. I feel like this is also a good way to do it, and it makes me feel much better than previously, because not only did you not touch anything, but the other passengers have also not touched the spoons, the serving utensils, anything like that. It's just crew with gloves on and a mask. I'm pretty sure they all have gloves on. Anyways, I feel like it's better this way. So we're back here. Sorry about the little technical snafu. I knew it would happen. I thought it would be easier to get the video clips in the right place, but I'm glad that you're all patient with me as we go through this. So a lot of you have been writing that you thought that video would have gotten more views. And the thing is, one interesting thing about this video, so the video we're just talking about, the 4th most popular video on the Very Unofficial Travel Guides this year, 2020, was the video that I posted about, like, after my first cruise, after the big first lockdown. It was, just showing what is it like, what is there, what is not there, what's different. And it got a little more than 30,000 views, which is a really great performance. But the interesting thing about it is those views came within like 5 weeks. So I think after 4 or 5 weeks, it was already, I think, over 20,000 views. So that's a really good performance, and that's a really good, those are the kind of things that the ad like bots look for. And so that actually is, I think, also one of my best earning videos of this year. And the fact that it was only uploaded in like August or so just makes it really good. I'm really happy with that video. Thank you everybody who's just showing up here. We're going through old videos and we're raising money for my poor cat, Chili, that's her, for her medical expenses because she broke a tooth. For those of you who are asking, we were just playing around. If you have cats and pets, you learn, when it is they want to be left alone and when they want to play. And then when they want to play, you also learn, excuse me, you learn how they want to play. And she was showing me that she wanted to play rough. So we have this like leather glove, you know, that goes to like here, that when she makes it obvious that she wants to play rough and wrestle, so we put on the leather glove and then she knows that's the part that she can like attack and scratch and bite. And so we were doing that, and then yeah, her tooth just broke. But like I said, the vet told us after looking in her mouth that there's some things, yeah, that she doesn't really have very healthy teeth anyways. So that's that. All right. Hi, ALJ. Thanks for coming. And thank you, everybody else who's here. We are moving on to the third most popular video on the very unofficial travel guides this year. And now I'm curious to see where the video left off. So forgive me if I have to fast forward through everything again. But we're going to look at a little clip of it. And actually, this is a little bit longer clip. And this is something that just was really, really special, if it's the video that I think it is.
Hello? That was weird. And this is a terrible angle.
Seems like forever since we've been together.
So for everybody watching, this is the end of the first video I did of the first cruise after the lockdown, and so happy with the way this turned out, and it really makes me emotional when I watch it myself, but I'll be quiet now until it's over.
Look at your pictures. Oh God, I miss you so bad. It's been so long, I know, but I'm finally coming home. Till then I'm dreaming of your heart, your eyes, our love. The only thing I need is you beside me. Oh God, I miss you so bad. It's been so long, I know, but I'm finally coming home. Till then I'm dreaming of your heart, your eyes, our love. Your heart, your eyes, our love. It's been so long, I know, but I'm finally coming home. Till then I'm dreaming of your heart, your eyes, our love. Your heart, your eyes, our love.
Did anybody else get a little bit emotional there? Oh, even though, you know, I watched that and I put it together, just thinking of the significance of what was going on at that time in that video, and when yeah, just, to think about my year and what had happened up until then and what was going on and everything that's happened since then. It's just been I know I don't need to say it, but what a year. You know what I mean? So that was one of the most popular videos on the channel, and that was another one that after I uploaded it, it got like 15, 20,000 views within the first couple of weeks, and then the other couple of thousand views, they just sort of like come slowly in after that. But like I said, most of the times when I upload a video, no matter what it's about, within the first week or 2 weeks, it gets like 1,000, 2,000 views, which is always great. And then it's just interesting to see what ends up going further than that at the moment. And the next video we're going to get to went a little bit further than that. And then we're going to look at one that didn't quite go that far as well before we look at the one that is the most popular of this year. So no, Susan and Queetbeat, you are not the only one who got a little emotional. And even though I watched that part of the video last night and this afternoon while I was putting this all together, it still kind of got to me right now. Maybe it's the champagne I'm drinking for Chili's fundraiser. Cheers. By the way, for anybody else, or for anybody who's wondering, it is 6:30 in the evening here. I'm not going anywhere today. I'm not going to be driving any cars or anything like that. So just so you know, I'm very responsible about it. Joyce says, very emotional. Oh, escape adventures with Robin and Steve. I'm sorry, you two. Yeah. My neighbor, Matthias Moore, who also does a lot of YouTube videos, he's in Spain right now. He was supposed to go on a New Year's Eve cruise that got canceled at the last minute. So he was like, well, I'm already here. It got canceled like really at the last minute. He was already in Spain. And so he just like rented a last minute Airbnb and he's hanging out there for a week. So many canceled plans this year, so many disappointments. But one thing that people like to do was watch some of my cruise videos on YouTube, which I'm very grateful for. So let's look at, before we get that, Joyce here. Thank you, Joyce. Where is it? Joyce has donated some funds to Chili's medical bills. Thank you very much. I promised I'd drink. Will we finish it by the end of the video? Yeah, for those of you who are just showing up, Chili has to get some medical procedures done in her mouth, so I promise that all the super chats I got from this video are going to go to her medical bills. Moving on to the third most popular video. Or are we on the second one? We're on the second one, I think, already. It was this one. Gonna go out on the balcony right now, but let me take a step back and show you something that is also something I haven't experienced on any other ship, and that is this style of balcony wall. Usually on every other balcony ship and any other balcony cabin I've had, this has been like floor to ceiling, and it's like a sliding glass door. And the floor to ceiling is nice not only just because, it lets in more light and more of a view, but another thing that's nice about that is you can like crack the balcony door open a little bit to just let in a little bit of air. And here, I mean, I guess it's kind of possible, but it can always like slam shut then. And I prefer having it sliding. But let's go and take a look outside here. This is one thing that I found to be kind of detrimental, is the condition of this balcony. Can you see this floor is just looking old and tired? And speaking of old and tired, check out this furniture. I mean, I don't know if I'm being nitpicky, but like I was saying, imagine you've you know, this is like your one big vacation of a lifetime. You've saved up, and then you splurged to have a balcony cabin, and then you get here for your one big vacation or your honeymoon or something, and this is your balcony. So yeah, almost 40,000 people watched that video. And that's another thing, you know, making YouTube videos, I tell people a lot who ask me for advice. I tell them a lot that YouTube is a lot like being in the music business. When you get to a certain level of fame, it almost doesn't matter what music you bring out. You're still going to have, you know, there's still going to be millions of people listening to it because they just identify with you and they want to be a part of what you do and don't even think about if it's like, you know, good or bad, or if it's something that they can relate to or not. But when you're like at my, you know, sort of medium level of YouTube fame, like I have to work for all of those clicks. And it's still like you just never know, is this going to be a hit or is it not? Are a lot of people going to watch this, or is it going to be, you know, like a 1,000, 2,000 video? And this is one video. I mean, when you consider that, I also uploaded a video of our Disney Dream balcony cabin on the aft of the ship with that gigantic balcony. I also uploaded videos of our gigantic suite on the Tui MeinSchiff of my balcony cabin on the other Tui MeinSchiff of my balcony cabin on the MSC Grandiosa. And why is it that the Carnival Sunrise balcony video, which is very similar to all those other videos that I did, why is it that that specific video is the one that got like 10, 20,000 more views than all the other ones? What do you all think? Let's talk about it for a second. Perry says, despite the balcony furniture, the Sunrise series prompted me to book my first Carnival cruise. Well, yeah. I mean, if you watch those series of videos, and the playlist is all there for you to find and watch if you haven't done it already, I was so pleasantly surprised after that cruise in January, our first ever on Carnival. It was probably the best cruise food that I, as a picky vegetarian, have had on any of my cruises anywhere. Totally surprised. For the money that you pay to go on a Carnival cruise, you get an amazing, amazing value. Pamela says, I was so excited about you taking that Carnival cruise. Well, thank you all. Thank you and everybody else who were constantly sort of nudging me to try it. I'm so glad I did. And when this all gets back to normal, I promise you there will be more Carnival cruises in my future. LJ Roth writes, now I want some tacos. Yeah. But when does one not want tacos? You know what I mean? Like, does that time ever arise? Neela F writes, was that the ship where the woman yelled at you for filming in the bar? No, that was the Tui MeinSchiff 1, the ship that I was on with Marcus, where we stayed in the big suite. Because so many people can afford to cruise Carnival for people looking for their first time cruise. Yeah, that may be it, Gina. That may be the reason that was such a popular video. Oh, look at this here. Yay! Thank you, Kent E. And I have to show you guys, the emoji doesn't show up. I get these words here. Isn't that weird? So, as promised, here's a little sip. For anybody who's just showing up, like Emma, we were talking about you recently. Thank you for coming. We are going through the 5 most popular, the 1 least popular video on the Very Unofficial Travel Guides for 2020, and all super chats that I get for this video are going to the medical bills for my fur baby Chili, who, yeah, broke off her tooth the day before Christmas and is going to have some vet bills coming up because she has to get some oral surgery, the poor thing. For those of you who are asking, by the way, she's on pain medication now, so every day until her appointment in 2 weeks, she gets pain medication. Missy Mousy says, my friend is blind and the verbal description of emojis are funny. Okay, well, I'll try to read more of them then. Sorry, I just got a little distracted here. all the videos, but definitely the Carnival ones are in our realm of what we want to go on. So definitely we would watch those more than once. Robin and Steve, what was the cruise that you're supposed to be on now that got canceled? Missy Mousy says, my kitty Monsta tells her that he had that and it's a very easy thing to recover from. Well, I'm glad. I think probably the most stressful part of the whole thing for her is leaving the apartment and being in the taxi, I think. In the waiting room, she seems to really enjoy like the smells of all the other animals. She's a pure inside cat. Since we rescued her from the pound, she's never like encountered any other animal face to face. So when we're in the waiting room, she seems to like really be sniffing and really kind of be curious. But yeah, she's gonna have to be put, like, how do you say that in English? They have to, like put a thing in her arm so she falls asleep during the procedure. You guys know what I'm talking about. Sorry, this isn't, let's get back to talking about cruising and videos, although I can hear her over here. It's her dinner time, and what we've been doing to make sure that she eats her food with the medication in it is we've been giving her dinner later so that she definitely wants to eat it. Did I get an answer from you guys yet about what the cruise was that got canceled? Jewel of the Seas. Here it is. Jewel of the Seas, 11 nights, December 22nd through January 3rd. Oh, it would have been like a Christmas, New Year's cruise. That sounds amazing. I'm so sorry that I'm sorry that everybody, myself included, had to cancel plans this year, but think of how crazy it's going to be when finally everything sort of like is available again. Think of how crazy we are all going to go with booking things. You know what I mean? I can't wait for that. Yeah, anesthesia. Thank you, LJ. That's the word I was looking for. Oh, Joe's got a sick dog. Sorry about that. All right, moving on. The next video that we're going to look at is the video that is of all the literally hundreds of videos I posted this year of cruises with Disney, cruises with Carnival, cruises here after the lockdown, of all the German theme parks that I visited this year, of Disneyland Paris, of all that. This video is the least popular, and I don't quite understand it. So let's take a look at it, and I will, and then we'll talk about it when this little clip is over. Kind of hidden at the back of Galaxy's Edge is Oga's Cantina. When we were there in January, it was impossible to get in without a reservation, but it might be different now. They had a very strict 45-minute time limit, and it was so packed, we were forced to share a booth with 2 other parties, kind of like in a cruise ship main dining room. Check out the menu here, and don't forget to write your order in the comments before we look inside. The atmosphere is a dream for Star Wars enthusiasts, as you can really imagine that you're there and that there might be spies and rebel scum in the booth next to you. The music is provided by a droid DJ, including hits from the films, and there are strange creatures and machines throughout. It truly is 360 degrees immersive all around you. The focus is on drinks, but they do serve some small snacks, but it's like nothing close to real food. So if you're trying to fill up before your mission on Rise of the Resistance, better go over to Ronto's Roasters instead. Overall, Oga's is a great place for a quick drink and to take some amazing pictures, but $15 for a pre-mixed cocktail in a small glass mostly filled with ice left me feeling totally ripped off. Seriously, I have small hands. Look at the size of that glass and all the ice in it. The name of this drink is a Jedi mind trick, and that's seriously what they must use in order to get you to pay $15 for it. I mean, the menu says it has 6 ingredients in it, and it's like, is there 1 drop of each of those 6 ingredients in here? I'm sorry to be a party pooper, but I won't be going back here on my next visit. Food and drinks at Disney are always expensive, and you're usually blinded by all the Disney magic and just kind of forget about it, but this was too much for me. So, isn't that crazy? I don't understand. I mean, I think it has a lot to do with how the YouTube algorithm works. So a lot of times, if you're not subscribed and you don't have the bell notifications on, then YouTube kind of decides what videos they want to push into people's, like notifications and not. They make these recommendations and either I show up there or I don't. But it just seems so weird to me that a video about a subject that's so popular at the moment, and if you think of the fact that just in December last year, the final of the newest trio came out, and then with everybody freaking out about Mandalorian, you just think that would be more popular. And how can I have, some videos that get like 30, 40, 50,000 views, and then one about Star Wars at Disney World just barely got over 1,000 views. It can only be that the YouTube algorithm looked at it and just thought, no, we don't need to push this video. So I'm going to look at the comments now to see what it was that you guys are saying about it. Neela says, unfortunately, I think your video got lost in the shuffle of all the Star Wars Land videos. Yeah, that's very, very possible. There are so many of them. And I mean, I wonder what the numbers are from the Star Wars videos from like Tim Tracker and Adam DeWoo and Justin Scard and all those like top level Disney people, DFB guide and stuff. Robin says, I love the video, but my guess is so many folks had covered it by then. Yeah. Neela says, I had the drink that makes your mouth go numb. So freaky. That doesn't sound fun to me at all. ALJ says, we love that video. Even took a screenshot of the menu. We love Oga's Cantina. We are Disney and cruise fanatics. Joe says, oh, can't wait to do Star Wars. It's an amazing land, and the Rise of the Resistance attraction, you can't even really call it a ride. The experience is so cool. Gina says, if you're searching for Star Wars videos, maybe you got lost in all the other ones. I'm sure that's what happened. Brandon and John, right? Did you have other Star Wars videos planned and you didn't because of the poor performance? Yeah, altogether, I had more Disney videos planned, but because by the time I started uploading the Disney footage, I had just started cruising again. I decided to sort of like fast track the cruise videos, and I do have maybe 1 or 2 more Disney videos from that trip in January, but at the time, like at the moment now, because everything is so different at the Disney parks, I feel like it almost doesn't even, like, why even bother to upload them? You know what I mean? Like, maybe purely for the entertainment value. I don't know. Maybe I will still get around to them. But here's one thing I wanted to discuss with all of you is I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take that video and I'm going to give it a new thumbnail and a new title and a new description and find some way to like put Mandalorian and Millennium Falcon or something like that into the title to see if maybe that will bump it up and get it some more views. What do you think? Does that sound like a good idea? Emma says, I think if you upload a Disney video now, you'll have lots of angry, nobody is wearing a mask comment. Yeah, that's one thing I also thought about is to put in the thumbnail something that says like me at Disney without a mask to see if that gets it's going to be like clickbait, but to see if that will kick me up in the rankings. So I got another super chat here from Kelly. Where it is. Thank you, Kelly. Kelly writes, this will help cover the drink. Well, thank you very much. But as I said in the beginning of this video, all the super chats I get during this video are going to be going to the cost of the vet for getting Chili's tooth fixed. My poor little fur baby Chili has broken her tooth, and we're going to have to get that fixed. But I also said that every time I get a super chat, I'm going to have a sip of champagne. So, Kelly, this is all your fault. And everybody else, thank you so much. So we're just about to get to the first or the top video of this year, the most popular video on the Very Unofficial Travel Guides this year. And before I play it, I'd like to ask you. See you later, Joe. In case I didn't miss you already, what I wanted to ask you is, we'll take a minute before I play it to say, do you all have any idea, if you think back of the videos that I've posted this year and the videos that you've watched, what video do you think it might be? Without searching, unless you just want to look for one, like to find out the title or something, what do you think is the most popular video that I produced this year on the Very Unofficial Travel Guides? Emma says, I hope it's the cabin tour types video. That's my favorite. Well, do you mean, you mean the types where I like sort of imitate other YouTubers doing cabin tour videos? Emma, sorry, you're wrong. Do I have a fitting? No, that's not it. Pamela says the first German ship, but what video from that? Like, if you think it's from that cruise, which video do you think it is? Kat D also says the cruise after lockdown in your country, but I did, several videos. I'm looking for like a specific title or a specific thing that happens in the video. The dream video on MeinSchiff, something with the suite. Drunk Morgan is so much fun. Well, I don't think we're going to get there. Dino, Jeff B says it's Dino, and I can tell you that Dino is definitely not one of the most popular videos. Dino has a very loyal cult following, but Dino is far, far from being the most popular video. The one on the MS2 that you talked about, what cruising is like during the pandemic, the one with the montage at the end. Well, Just M, you must have shown up here a little bit later because that is one of the most popular videos on the channel this year, but I've already shown it. I think that was the third or second most popular video, so it's not that one. Any other guesses? Brandon and John says, is it your alter ego video? Nope, not that one. All right, well, let's just get around to it. So this is the most popular video on the channel this year, and it's a video where, as I've mentioned a few times, once I got back to cruising between the last cruise and the traveling I had done in the summer, and then the cruise, I had been watching so many other travel vloggers to also be entertained, but to also look for ideas and sort of copy their style. So in this video, I tried something new, and when I watch it now, I feel kind of cringy, to use a term that's very popular this year. But I also know that a lot of other people were kind of uncomfortable by it. However, it became the most popular video on my channel this year, getting almost twice as many clicks as any other video. And it is this one.
This city has a special morning voice. Speaks to me through an open window, masquerading as noise.
Good morning. Did you feel the ship moving last night? Oh my gosh. Those were some big waves. I think I'm gonna go up and take a quick dip in the pool. Do you want to come with, or do you want to just sleep for another hour? Okay. I'll see you in a little bit.
10 million people waking up. Somehow I'm the lucky guy who gets to make you a coffee cup. And if I ever forget what matters most, if I am giving up the ghost, remind me, babe, and I will do my best to recall. And if I stumble and fall, if I make a mess of it all, remind me, babe, and I will do my best to recall. This city can be hard and unforgiving. You better know who you are. You brought me back to the living. You were my guiding star. And if I ever forget what matters.
I just got back in the cabin, you guys, and look, there's a huge storm outside all of a sudden. I don't know if you can.
So that was it. That was the most popular video of this year. Almost 60,000 views, almost twice as much as any other video. And I think a lot of it has to do with some of the things you all were mentioning that, like Nautical Nurse Nancy is saying here, if you think it makes you cringe, it lets the viewers feel like they're truly coming right along with you on your vacation. And that was what I was trying to do. I was trying to find a way to make it even more personal and even more intimate. And yeah, I think in that instance, I guess I maybe went a little bit too far, because I know, like I said, when I watch it, even I'm like, ew, this is kind of weird, and it's me. So, but it was a good experience, a good thing to sort of play around with. And before I move on, I need to scroll back here a little bit to just say a huge thank you to Brandon and John for this amazing super chat. From these fur baby parents to you, be well, Chili. Thank you very much, and I'm sure Chili will very much appreciate it. I'm almost done. I'll leave a little bit in case one more comes in. So back to the video. Joyce says, one of the best. You have the knack of making us feel like we are friends traveling with you, and that's really what I was trying to do. Rob, thank you, Rob, for coming. Says, Merry late Christmas and Happy New Year. Well, back to all of you. As I said, for anybody who's late, I promised I would show my tree this time. So there's my little tree. Wait, is it over here? Does it look like I'm looking at the tree right now? In real life, it's actually over there. Rob says, it was one of my favorite videos you've done all year. Margaret, well, thanks for coming. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up here pretty soon. We've been going for almost an hour. But yeah, thank you everybody for, as I mentioned in the last video I uploaded where I put, well, yeah, maybe some of you haven't even seen it if YouTube didn't push it into your suggestions box. Excuse me, all the bubbles in my champagne. I created a half-hour long sort of just atmosphere video of nice, relaxing cruise footage and then some really cool, well, I think really cool music, Christmas-related music from my audio provider, Epidemic Sound. So if you go into my library and look for that, it's one of those kind of videos that you can just like put on and have in the background while you're cooking or doing whatever else, and it will sort of keep you and get you into the Christmas mood. And that was another thing I just wanted to put together for you. And in that, I also just said a big thank you to everybody for everything you've done this year, and that I'm so thankful for the gifts you've given me of your views, of your clicks, of your thumbs up, of your Patreon memberships, of the t-shirts you've ordered, of the stuff you've ordered from my Amazon store, of these super chats that are going to be a big help today. I'm just so thankful, and that's like, you know, I look at them as gifts that I get from all of you, and I'm so happy to, in return, keep trying to make you happy and to entertain you and inform you with the videos that I put here on the Very Unofficial Travel Guide. So thank you so much. Have a fantastic rest of the year. There will be one more daily vlog from the MSC Grandiosa coming before the end of the year, where I show you the only excursion that I did, where we got to travel around through Genova on the bikes. And I'm going to stick around in the comments for a couple more minutes, but for everybody else, thank you. Oh, wait a second. One more from Mountaineer. Last sip, happy holidays, and hope Chili feels better, from Amanda and Michael. Well, thank you so much. This is for you. Thank you guys, really. It's really gonna make a difference. Do the air horn. And that being said, I'm out, but I'll be in the comments for another couple minutes, okay? So see you there. Oh, I wanted this to be so much smoother. Here we go.
Everyone's waiting for snow, kids and grown-ups alike. I don't wanna be riding my bike this time tomorrow. The weatherman says it's a go, but look in the sky, I don't know. Santa, can you please make it snow tomorrow? 'Cause for Christmas Day, everything should be white, all glistening and brightly aglow. For Christmas Day, Santa, won't you make it so I can make angels in the snow? Conditions are perfectly cold, so come on already. Truth be told, is it really too much to be asking for?